Listen, you know, there's been so much written about you since Saturday Night Fever opened, about being a star overnight. I think people are really interested to know just kind of how long it's been and kind of where you started, because you are from New York, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. There's been a lot of question about whether it's sort of a new success, and really, I guess the fame part is, but I did start out in community theater and workshops, like when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. Then at 15 and 16, I went into New York City, and they had these things called trade papers, which listed auditions for summer stock and chorus calls and sometimes small parts. And often it was off-Broadway, too, and I started in summer stock, and then I graduated to union summer stock, which was a big deal.
Tell us, I mean, what happened with your association with Grease? It's been how many years? It's been about, what, 8 years almost?
Let's see, Grease opened on Broadway in 71,
right,
I think.
Yeah.
Or 72, was it?
I think 71, somewhere around there.
And I had seen it off-Broadway at the Eden Theater in New York, and it was like my favorite show.
Right.
And I desperately wanted to be in it, so I had my agent set up in it. And this is years after what I was just talking about before.
Right.
Like 3 years after. I was 18, and I asked if I could get an audition for Grease, and I did. And for the National Road Company, it was the first time, and I got that. I was called back about 5 times.
And you did your hair like this?
Did my hair like this, got in an outfit like this. I wanted it.
And now you're starring in the movie. And here we are at the best premiere of the year.
Olivia, as a fellow Aussie, I'm really proud of your triumph tonight at this premiere, because the reaction has been absolutely fantastic, and I know that everyone from down under would really like to know that our girl has really done well for us.
Beauty, thank you.
Where did you see the Grease for the first time on stage?
I saw it in London about 7 years ago, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it, so it stuck in my mind.
You know, Sandy's a very naive character. Were you ever that naive?
Oh, definitely. yes, I'm sure I was. It's a long time ago, but I was.
Could you elaborate on that a little?
I'm sure every 14, 15-year-old girl goes through sort of things that Sandy in the movie went through. I was never mixed up with quite such heavy girls as I was in this film, but I was pretty naive, yeah.
Did you know John Travolta before the beginning of the film?
No, I didn't. In fact, I met him for the first time when he came out to the house to discuss the part.
When you were in high school, what kind of music did you listen to?
I think I was influenced by folk music mostly when I was younger. It was Joan Baez and Joan Baez and Ray Charles, Nina Simone were the sort of influences I had.
Really, and the most personal question, because this is no one, not that person.
Not that person.
To see yourself on the big screen tonight for the first time at a very exciting premiere that really goes back to the old Hollywood premieres. How did you feel about it?
Well, I'd sort of adjusted to seeing myself from going to dailies and things and going to see the filming over a long period of time. But to sit there in an audience of people that I didn't know and wait for their reaction was very strange. It was very frightening, to tell you the truth.